This is a fractal, also known as a picture of chaos. Now, if you looked up the definition of a fractal on Google, you'd probably get something long and confusing like a self-similar subset of Euclidean space whose fractal dimension exceeds its topographical dimension. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like a bunch of gibberish to me. So to put it in layman's terms, a fractal is a never-ending complex pattern that gets progressively smaller and looks the same across different scales. One of the most known examples of a fractal is Sierpinski's triangle. This is just a triangle divided into three self-similar triangles that goes on for infinity. So in this lesson, we will be diving into humanity as fractals and covering its three levels of complexity: nature, body, and space. Let's go to the animation board. To start with nature, Professor Benoit Mandelbrot of Yale University, who is referred to as the father of fractals, describes how they are used to predict natural disasters such as hurricanes, tornadoes, etc. Scientists observe past patterns to make probability forecasts about the size, location, and timing of future natural disasters. The levels of complexity in the body goes as follows: atoms to molecules to organelles, this one specifically being the Golgi apparatus, to cells, to then tissues, organs such as the heart, stomach, and appendix, to organ systems, and then finally, organisms. That's us. Atoms and cells are constantly reproducing and creating self-similar cells, as we see with meiosis and mitosis. Fractal cosmology is a set of theories which state that the distribution of matter in the universe, or the structure of the universe itself, is a fractal across a wide range of scales, because as far as we know, there is no end to space. Must I add, rest in peace, Pluto? But that is too deep for this lesson, and honestly, too deep for me. Fractal science allows for curves of infinite length and positive volume, surfaces with infinite area, and large groups of shapes with exactly the same boundary. But as all good things, this video must come to an end, and I'm going to hit you with a huge bombshell. In a lot of ways, fractals don't actually exist. Fractals are mathematical and scientific idealizations of infinity. However, almost nothing in nature is infinite, because everything from cells, with the exception of Henrietta Lacks cells, of course, trees, and people eventually die. A better way to envision the fractals that we see in nature, our bodies, and space is that we either pass down our knowledge and genetic codes to future generations in order to continue the pattern, or patterns will decrease to extremely small numbers as long as there is life. Thank you all so much for watching and taking the time to learn about humanity as fractals.